This was one of the first villages that we ran into on our route up to Phu Chi Fa. It's right up on the top of the mountain. There were quite a few villagers that were living in there. That's kind of the entrance to the village that we passed through. A little store there on the left. Views were just spectacular throughout the whole trip. People were real nice. Now this is overlooking from the guest house that we rented. We were the first people to come since COVID. And that's me standing up on the balcony, looking out. And this is a walk through the little village there where the guest house was. It's kind of hard place to get to. The roads were really steep and bendy. People just live a normal life back here. Most of them are farmers. Some of them own guest houses, but there weren't any tourists here while we were here. It was just us. So it was kind of peaceful and quiet. This is one of the houses that was down below where we stayed. They grow their own vegetables, and you'll see the water supply here they get from a big tub down in the bottom of the hill there. And this is just overlooking the valley from the road. Really just spectacular views everywhere you went. Everything was nice and green because it's rainy season. And that's another reason why there weren't any tourists up there. And this is the water supply for the village. It's coming off the mountain. They don't drink it, but I'm sure that it's what they use for bathing and cooking and everything else. It's relatively clean. Didn't look dirty or anything like that. But that's how they get their water in that little area there that we were in. This is an angel house at the base of the hill for the village. Beautiful greenery everywhere, banana trees and palm trees. I have no idea what that says. Now here we're getting ready to go up the mountain, and this was the little, like a country store there, where they picked you up. You paid 30 baht to go, I think it's probably about 3 or 4 kilometers up the mountain. The ride was unbelievable. I mean, it was like a ride at Disneyland. But just beautiful forests. It was really nice. The road was a little bumpy. They haven't done any repairs on it. Wasn't an easy road to get up either. We got stuck at one point. Just beautiful jungles, and just greenery was just spectacular. I was waiting for an elephant or a tiger to jump out of the woods and jump in the back of the truck with us. Somehow or another, he's figured out there's two or three more trucks coming down. They had radios, but I don't think he was talking to these trucks that were coming. He went up and looked and came back down, but he knew something was coming. It's just a one-track road, and you can't pass on either side. Lex taking her water break. Yeah, here comes 3 truckloads. It's a lot easier going down than it was going up. part of the road was paved in this one section, and then as you get up around that corner, the pavement just drops off and it's just ruts. Really, it was a hard ride up. I wouldn't advise this trip to anybody who's not in real good physical shape, because not only is it rough, but there's a lot of walking when you get to the end. You still got to walk 400 meters up to the top of the mountain. When you get to the top, it's well worth it. The view is just spectacular. Try to show you how steep we are. We're climbing pretty steep. We're at a pretty steep climb right there. I've got my legs braced inside the back of the truck so I don't slide out. I don't think I could get Lek to do this again. There's two more, another truckload going down. And this is the path that you have to go up. That's Lek coming up. We're probably about 300 meters up there, and that's the top right up there. Just like I said, the view is just spectacular. And there's me, made it to the top. And that's to the left. There's another outlook post over on the left-hand side. The view, the river down there, that's the Mekong River, and on the other side of the Mekong River is Laos. In the morning, that's all cloud covered. You can't see anything. It's just a spectacular view. It's Lek after she made it up to the top. She hadn't eaten before we left, and you'll see how that ended up in just a second. I thought I was going to have to carry her down, but they gave her some antacids and some stuff for her stomach, and she felt better. But that clinic was right up there on the mountain. They're open 24 hours a day. Now, this was the next morning. We went up to another outlook, and we drove up. And it was so cloudy, you really couldn't see anything. I mean, you could see a little bit, but once we started going up the mountain on the steps here that you'll see, we got up and basically it was just fog, so we stopped there and turned around and came back down. There's 400 meters more to climb. You'll see when we get up here, it's just completely fogged out. We're walking up in the clouds. It's kind of an area, it's real quiet, and it's kind of spooky. But the clouds are right on the top of the mountain. Now this, after we came down, we found some places along the road that you could really get some good views right from the car. This is right along the highway. You can see back, this is looking back into Thailand. It's not on the Laos side. Really just beautiful. It was well worth the trip. I enjoyed it. Lek enjoyed it. Once you get there, it's all Thai food. There's no foreigner food, and you pretty much have to eat wherever you stay because there aren't any restaurants around. And these were some farmers that were picking. I don't know what they were picking on the side of the hill. Might have been some kind of tea leaf or something. But that's pretty much the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, subscribe to the channel. We'll be doing some more videos, and there were a couple other things we did on the trip that I'll make videos on.